my home in Kunta na wakokasa say nsɛm bi ekopie mu ewo iyoko akache no ene o mahwe nsɛm no o madomu esuko a o de ehu emuaye aba
Abain lawyer penny Yewra Dominic ayina gusunu Ghana manfo kasa ensɛm ahodo a efri mu eba no sisika 500 million cedis ye osusu se akwakodi amanfo bi no botomu no ade a emududu ahodo ya wonsa aka no wode eho nsɛm atodwa.
Yeah, Ma'am Penyin, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Wakasa, or say or the farmer service centers, beba, ewo, or my muni munina, mia who do be dubako, and asadi we ever koso.
A teacher for and social water mayamo abudni krata teacher licensure exams a hun sem ababe bibri ene empanyimfo a ehwe so National Teaching Council ene abadukua ehwe nwumasua hun sem so edi hun komo edi ebisade bi ato anim ebisade no emu nchiremu ene sei
OFM 95.1
Yama munyina adwo ema mwakwa aba ene mwadaje ese mwate ase a munye eba betena ase na adonhwe ba ko yede ensem ni nchiremu asommo Onua 95.1 FM sunye ensem yi ene nam social media no eso Facebook ya bra hono na emfunu ahodo a yede aka ho no oba na wa like na afi wa comment na wa share ama foforo so ensa akabi ene anwumre ye ne ayaji nkunya ye de kasebo ne esommo no me ye frɛ me Abubakar Sarpong me ne menuaba
Nana Oforiwaa Oforiwaa ko Facebook ne so ye demu ewo ho kwa no like no wa share na wo de wo comment no
Onua FM 95.1
kasi boy adwumaku aso yesene koa Mr.
Yenda kwa ase na yenhye yensem no ase na aban lawyer penyi a friend no Dominic Akutinga ayine ono no ye Attorney General and Minister for Justice wakopie mu ewo aban dwumedi a wodi aba no eno no government accountability series na je se o man no ne ekoso bia wa ya ma wadwuma se ye no brana bebu hu enkonta na okoye no nsem bebre wo ho a wodi kotu dwa nsem ni bia wodi tu dwa eni se nsem sema ekopie mu ewo economic and organized crime akache no yoko no ayade a chema wuntumi die ewo mu bi sa so na Nkane National Buffer Stock Company penya na WOHO no so CEO a WOHO Abdul Wahab no so ne die eka ho bi o se o mabomu o madomu
FM 95.1
o madomu esuko amansensem a beto ho nyina o mehu ne course nyina yentensem ni bia ye ora Dominic ayine edituja
Owura ayene echiremu a enkrata asem ye betumi aboa ma wadi owura benadantwibo osi akwa dodo na abone mrana echa ma wuntumi akogina emrana no nyina no sei aye krado ya enche kra no ganafo ebete wonsem se ensem a efa ne ho no ene akontaman so no omodi ni nyina akopiem ewo asenibia.
Organized Crime Office has completed investigations in respect of Chairman Wuntumi and the former National Buffer Stock Company CEO Mr. Abdul Wahab Hanan and their accomplices. The results of both investigations will be announced very soon. The police CID have also completed a docket on the Akunta mining case and submitted same to my
95.1.
We have prepared charges and sent them back to the police CID for the suspects to be formally charged before their arraignment in court in the coming days. I wish to remind you of the fact that when I announced the Kobina Idubohin investigation, I was blunt in stating the fact that I am open to engaging in plea bargaining with those who have been investigated and found to have looted or stolen state resources. I minced no words about my intentions and will therefore not shut the door to any accused person willing to enter into negotiations with my office for purposes of reaching a plea agreement. My approach is in consonance with the central plank of the oral, which is to recover the loot.
Enuachi no Owura Dominic Akutinga ayene eka ensem ede efa sky train ena afensu so kra no Owura Edubuahen wonom ensem a eno so ewo
FM 95.1.
Trials have commenced in the case of the Republic versus Kobina Edubuahen and 3 others. and that of the Republic versus Solomon Asamoah, and another. That is the SkyTrain case. In the Kobina Edubonhe case, we are calling only 3 prosecution witnesses. Our first witness has concluded his testimony. But for the third accused person's sudden withdrawal in open court of a lawyer's service, our first witness would have been discharged to give way to the second prosecution witness to start testifying. We expect our second witness to start testifying before the beginning of the legal vacation on July 31st, 2025. In the SkyTrain trial, we have concluded the case management conference. It is important to add that, but for the change of solicitors and the multiple medical excuses of the second accused person, that is Prof. Ameyawe Kumfi, and recently of the lawyer for the first accused person, we would have called 2 of the 6 witnesses by now. That notwithstanding, the trial in the SkyTrain case is expected to start before the beginning of the legal vacation.
Ne krakra mu no pani e de to dwabiem e kire se enipa enwotwe bi e wo ho a wono ma ye krado se wo beba aseni bia be di adanse e de efa National Service Secretariat wonom ensem ahodo a eno so e wo aseni bia no e ho.
The National Service Authority scandal case was due to be filed last week when we stumbled upon evidence of malfeasance involving an account at the Bank of Ghana to which had been transferred an amount of 189 million Ghana cedis. Out of this amount, 80 million Ghana cedis cannot be traced. But we found 2 checks bearing the name and account details of the former Director General, Mr. Osei Asibe, which had been used to withdraw funds totaling a little under 2 million Ghana cedis from the said account. We have therefore halted the filing of charges so as to await the receipt of the evidence from the relevant state agencies, including the Bank of Ghana, Ministry of Finance, and the Controller and Accountant General's Department. 8 suspects in this investigation have approached my office for plea negotiations, including 3 former officers of the National Service Authority. Some officials have offered to testify against their colleagues, and some vendors and service providers are willing to come clean and testify as prosecution witnesses.
Na chese brofo no edoso na chese ni okeka ni se wa wudi e wo saa nhwehwe mu omkoye ni nyina enche mo ho be kire mu yie papa abu
Egusu ejina Government Accountability Series jumedie no eso a enam so ama yewura Dominic ayene 95.1 ene ye aban lawyer panyine ni nsem a wo ka no yegusu ede esom wo na ene wo gina paso no osanso fa asa akonya no so ekirikiri mu ensem ahodo a egu court ensem ahodo a wono na kachi wo ye mu hwehwemu woni aye sei yesisu se wadi aban sika woni yesusu se won dwumadie so amoman aboka ne ade efiri se owura Dominic ayene betena akonya no so de adaje ni poso kra da bia enu ntu ofa ho ekirikiri mu kire Ghana manfo ese asemba ko ya enkane wo man fotesamfo Dr. Kwabenadofo na ne ho bon mu bie woni nipa nson bi ye de won ko gina court na ye di wasembre bi atwa mu no eni aban a eti adwaso ya aban lawyer panyin Dr. Dominic ayene edi animu no wo se sa ansem no kra no wonye interested bi ensem no wo mpe enu nti noli prosi kwa wodi akọ ama enei Dr. Kwabenadofo asem no
yes
it has been continued ye twam na no ene ebra aban lawyer panyin gina emra animu no na wo chirechiri mu de kudenti eba ne saa ene emra bia wo se enche ena Ghana de ensa kwhya ase ye fe ni plea bargaining law no wo se emra wo gina so wo de koyi Dr. Kwabenadofo case ni free court no enye saa emra fufuri ya ye fe ni plea bargaining law no enye noa ni nyina mu no Dr. Ayine aban lawyer panyin guso kasa se hwemu ahodo a wo ye ene mansotwe a wo twen wo gina Ghana manfo na mu atwen no ni nyina ne sa manfo bia wo my Ghana sika kwa akodi on botomu ondwumadie so am wo man na twiri sika ne ade no eno ene botaye a etachiri no wo se enei sika twitwiri die opipi ba ko ne echirepo bienu 1.2 billion Ghana cedis ene osusu se akwa akodi amanfo binum ebotomu
Onua FM 95.1
500 million die ade a empanimfo setimiaka ya eko Ghana mindful to mu.
On Tuesday, 22nd July 2025, I took the decision to enter a nolo prosequi in the case of the Republic versus Kobina 4 and 7 others. This decision effectively brought to an end the criminal trial of Dr. Kwabena Dufo, a former governor of the Bank of Ghana and former minister for finance. I took that decision after a prolonged period of negotiations with my team of state attorneys, including the Director of Public Prosecutions and the receiver of Unibank on the one side. The team on the other side was made up of Dr. Dufo, the shareholders, directors and managers of Unibank, and the receiver.
FM 95.1.
In March this year, the lawyers for the Unibank directors and shareholders approached me with a proposal of their clients' intention to settle their indebtedness to Unibank. In response, I convened a meeting on the 25th of March with them. At the meeting, it became obvious to both parties that a reconciliation of Unibank's account with the Bank of Ghana should be conducted. Therefore, I authorized the receiver to engage in the reconciliation exercise with them to determine the full scope of Unibank's exposure. I directed that the parties adopt a holistic approach that combined liabilities under both the criminal proceedings and the ongoing civil proceedings, because they were obviously interrelated, in order to reach a unified resolution that will bring closure to all related matters. The objective was to assess the feasibility of a comprehensive settlement. The charges in the criminal case against the accused persons involved a total amount, and this is very important, a total amount of 1.2 billion Ghana cedis, not 5.7, as is being bandied about from certain quarters whose names I would not want to mention.
Openya yeti ninken eye aban lawyer penyini Dr. Dominic Ayine yegyina wisotwe ho tawu ba kasebo no ensemo akanedoso.
It is some difficult edumaku nchen emmamo. Yede kwa mixture bae, muji tumu kama. Afa yede foforo ba, kwa plus mixture and a kwa empty mixture. Kwa mixture
Jamamre ene yamane ni nyina ewo nsapram Onua Sankofa Festival Train mu Onua TV afahye edaye komaso yie pa ewo Onua Sankofa Festival Train mu no Jamamre ene yamane ye de na di kire ama wiase nyina hu se Ghana ye de no edimu pa enti ene entra ewo Onua TV na afia afahye bia no yemfa mra wakwan so nkokra so Onua TV eba na afahye de a eyeyen emfa wo ne kwantintin bia ye beba wuram na afia ye de afahye no abro ene entra ne kamum nafi amamre ne amane ye tumu nchiri ye dia kire wiase nyina Onua TV ya dwene wo ho pa ya maso ye piem awo ada wei aye ada safutufi amafashe hye so efiada 1st August ye the festival cooking contest abehyehyɛ so awada community center na ye wia ye bebo dwadata nanan matrankunwa ahimfa twotwo wuro ne pepiankuma agwom awota edio mahufosuo ebekire amamre kroje na fashe ni nyina ewie no ye the mega jam gaga from one pa na ehyehyɛ so a wei aye festival entertainment night awada community center na bekan ho
Onua Sankofa Train nimekuwa maso ya sen Gino Tomato Mix Pomo
Jamamre ene yamane ni nyina ewo nsapram Onua Sankofa Festival Train mu Onua TV afahye edaye komaso yie pa ewo Onua Sankofa Festival Train mu no Jamamre ene yamane ye de na di kire ama wiase nyina hu se Ghana ye de no edimu pa enti ene entra ewo Onua TV na afia afahye bia no yemfa mra wakwan so nkokra so Onua TV eba na afahye de a eyeyen emfa wo ne kwantintin bia ye beba wuram na afia ye de afahye no abro ene entra ne kamum nafi amamre ne amane ye tumu nchiri ye dia kire wiase nyina Onua TV ya dwene wo ho pa ya maso ye piem awo ada wei aye ada safutufi amafashe hye no so efiada 1st August ye the festival cooking contest abehyehyɛ so awada community center na ye wia ye bebo dwadata nanan matrankunwa ahimfa twotwo wuro ne pepiankuma agwom awota edio mahufosuo ebekire amamre kroje na fashe ni nyina ewie no ye the mega jam gaga from one pa na ehyehyɛ so a wei aye festival entertainment night awada community center na bekan ho
Onua Sankofa Train nimekuwa maso ya sen Gino Tomato Mix Pomo
Jamamre ene yamanie. Ni nyina ewo nsapam. Onua Sankofa Festival Train mu. Onua TV afahye edda ye koma so yie pa. Ewo Onua Sankofa Festival Train mu no. Jamamre ene yamanie ye de na di kire ama wiase nyina hu se Ghana ye de no edimu pa. Enti ene entra ewo Onua TV. Na afia afahye bia no. Yemfa mra wa kwan so nkokra so. Onua TV eba na afahye de a eyeyen. Emfa wo ne kwantintin bia ye beba wuram na afia ye de afahye no abro. Ene entra ne enkamum na afia amamre ne amane ye tumu nchiri ye de akire wiase nyina. Onua TV ya dwene wo ho pa. Ya maso ye piem awo ada. Wei aye ada safutufi amafahye. Hye no so efiada 1st August ye the festival cooking contest abehye so ewa da community
mu ewo ho nkwa no like no wa share na wo de comment no di aba ban ba e o se o di 24-hour economy ene ba be ye adwuma nam so amodin hihye bebre ya kasai ene Ghana mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wakasa osi aban no edin hihye bi egu apno so na wo bebie farmer service centers ewo man ha nyina na chese bebi obekọ bia no na ubenye bi uye kwieni a na chese wati asem a yehwam ende na wenyina ne se wo boa kwayo no ama ne gina ne na so na osi man no 95.1 boa ama yenye sika eye mfudie eni nuane a yedua nti na hu behia se wo behye mukina na boa ma obibia so enye adwuma aye nti we no ebeko so ewo miaye be du baako na chese kwani bi epebibi obetumi egbo ewura honom na wakoje so ohia bibia nia ohia no wakọ akoje no ewo ho yenti ensem ni bia mampanyi edi tudwa
Wabra mampani John Dramani Mahama ekasa ewo National Agro Business Event no asiye no wadi tudwa ekire say asoya wonom hwe yesika semso aye enhyehyeye ama ene wonom edi sikabotene eto wonom a die edikan kra ye first phase edi ema farmer service centers no wombetimi afri aseye ni nyina eka ne big push agenda no ehu wadi atudwa ekire say wonom ebeye farmer service center mako edu baako
Onua FM 95.1
ya wonom abo otimu pose wobeye ewo omai Ghana mu nyina no ehu.
Under the big push infrastructure program, the Minister of Finance has given the go-ahead for the acquisition of over 600 pieces of agricultural machinery and equipment for the setup of 11 out of the 50 farmers service centers to be located in farming zones around the country. These tractors and equipment will not be sold to farmers as we did in the past. They will be stationed at strategic farmers service centers to provide mechanization support to farmers. And so farmers will have to register with the center within their catchment area. And when it's the farming season, if you want mechanization services, you go and they will provide the services to you.
Ghana so afọ ya wohwe emfidinyuma ho nsem so Elizabeth Ufusu ejare wono so de etudwa ekire say
Onua FM 95.1
sade ebeya wombetumi ama kua ho nsem aya akono no manfo de wo ho ahyemu bie ewo man mu
yesusu say agribusiness policy say enuma ba ku mienu miensa enan enumi bamu a ebe ma agribusiness abaye krabehwe na agribusiness na boa ama ye mrante ne maba wa na nya adwuma aye na afi enuma na ye krafi amanoni ba bebre mefa ne 13 tomatoes no eso beti efi say ya ye krom ha ye be ye bi na ye bebre su na ebro so ayeso betimi bi akwa amanoni ye de kwa amanoni a ye benya abroche sika de aba enti sa ye sidi ya ira Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne nhihye ye papa enti aye kama no na aye kama bi aka ho na kye say ye economy na ye strong we nyina de adwuma beba ma ye mrante ne ye mabawa no na magana ye ho aso ye e wo aduane food security and food sufficiency
Penny kwanchefo ya wono na eda agri impact group ano
Onua FM 95.1
akwe wono so ebo empenifo abaso ewo dwumedie sonko a wode ahyehye so eso
ye ka se ne be ya no ba ya na ebeba no ye betimi e dia fa mfidie mu ayam na nya ebefi mu aba no akosoro e dia mayen enti wo be ha akwafo dua no ma ebedu ba bia so tomato sabu ye nyo bia amane nto obi si o we abebu ye nyo bia amane nto ba se ye wo agro processing firms e wo ha ade bia akuafo bedua no omonso omobeto na omoto a na ye processing
na che se aban ehwe na kuayo wahye mu ekena se na be ye aduane bebu so na obi anso
FM 95.1
Ugosu etie Onua 95.1 FM enwumre no nsia ekasebo yeda Facebook ni mu live ubepim ho no mo a eya eni ni kasubom eya comment fagu ho ebre so a ebekenkan edi amawo afa ye page ni like emaye na sanso che share ema afoforo nso nsa enka bi yensem a yede som wo no yede mfunin aguso ya ekirikiri bibia mu a uba Facebook ni so a onso behunu de ekoso ensema hodo a yede ebre won edoso pa yi na ye keka akọ enwumasua ho nsemu sisie na ebre bi a etwamu anaso kwa se abandada MPP apenso no ehihye bi baaye da ye fe ne teacher licensure exams se teacher ni kotena classroom beebi a ye tete a kyerɛkyerɛfo no teacher training colleges no wokotena ho no musua ade ewie bredodo watro nso hwe awie ya postu amo akọ classroom
95.1
wie ba montene so a wo ye teacher ni no je so san akotena se etro san so hwe a ye fe ni teacher licensure exams no na se wutimi paase a ansana ya ma abudi ni krata eno no ekyere se ampa wo ye teacher ni mapa na eno no eye nhihye ya ebaaye na ehu nsem ko ye bibiri teacher fo binum ka se won twro ebinum so obetwro woni okotwro ye no ebinum antimi ampaase ebinum so paase ye enu nti ebra NDC ebo entoa afrase abato ni mu no kan se sa ade no ba obetwam ade afiri ho no mo enu nti aban yi ba ye no ade a enida se teacher fo nso hwa a wo twro no ade a obetwam ehu nsem akwakoye bebre ya enei oso afa wo hwe nwumasua hu nsem so yewura Haruna Idrisu sa afedie wasini pi praying enye pray fa sempanimfo a wo hwe sa teacher fo nso hwe no
FM 95.1
every August osana abosome no ede ekro onyimfiri ho sede ye beya sa anso hwe ne ho nhyehyeye ene ho adesua no wonfa nko teacher fo entete bia ho no mo ntie ne ebra wo school mu training college ya wo je ntete no na sa licensure exams no ye de hu dwuma no aka curriculum ne ho na kyese waye no ho no mo preko sede beya wunwe ma montene so teacheni no asan akotena te se o kwa akotro ensohwe ni nyina mu no board chairman edema National Teaching Council no owura Kwame Alovi se agency a osoafo na sie no eyade ebeboa pa a teacher for nsohwe a wotro ansane amawon abodni krata no na yefe ni teacher licensure exams no eyade ehun nsem aba bibre na ekwan ye teacher for dodo no atwra wontimi empase nsohwe no na
Onua FM 95.1
2023 mu no a teacher for empim edunu 20,000 ene kwotro ye ne yesi emumpim wotwe 8,000 ena wantimi ampase nsohwe no afi 2022 enso a teacher for kwotro ye empim ha edunu 120,000 yesi emu empim aduanan 44,000 enya ade a wonso wetimi passe ensohwe no ya wudi enkugu a teacher for ne say sa ansohwe a wo twiri no enam se wo wie suku na waba ya wo kyra de ansa na yeso omra matwiro no eya ade a eha won obredodo ekwan a wo benya de asua ade yi afi nso eka ene ade eno ka ho bi na etete won ya ema wontimi empase ensohwe no nenso NDC amanyokuo ebra a wo bo ntoa no wo ka asese wo ba ya ade ensohwe no betwamu nenso
Onua FM 95.1
ya ade empanimfo apawa abedwakuo na wone baby etete teacher for mpanimfo teacher training colleges no wono won eye nwene ho na wahunu de wo beye ede afa ho opanyina woda National Teaching Council ikuna no owura Kwame Alovi ekasa ya na ose ensohwe no ewo se mpanimfo timi de koka teacher for adesua ya wusua ne school mu no eho school curriculum no ewo se de ka ho preko.
We recommended, as captured in the NDC manifesto, that we would integrate the licensure examination into the final examinations of the colleges of education. When they are graduating, the licensure becomes part of their examination. So when they graduate, they will not wait in the house for another 1 year before going to write the licensure examination. And also added the practical aspect that was missing in the previous examination.
A teacher for
Onua FM 95.1
ya wo ye teacher unions no wonso okasa wo sese ebetwa ensohwe ni mu de eno nya ade a ebetimi aboa.
There were several scenarios some were saying that you write before you enter the training college or you enter to a training institution, but that is not feasible. You are not yet a professional. Why should you write an exam? The other one is that you write when you are exiting, after you have done all your exams. So these are things that, you know, they will need to fine tune as to when the exam should be written and the kind of processes that ought to be followed, and we find.
The ingredients that go into the licensure exam should be added to the colleges of education programs, so that by the time the person finishes school, he writes his exams, which has incorporated the syllabus of the licensure.
Onua FM 95.1.
Professional certificate and his license. So that is his first stage of what? Licensure to teach. Then whilst he is in the service, he will be renewing his license with the National Teaching Council.
Na wotwa itwa mu no yewura Haruna Idrisu engumasua so afo edinsem to National Teaching Council enim ese a teacher for efa itwa to kra ya wo ye empim adusia ya afi no ba betro ensohwe no ye ma won kwan na won so won twro won fan hihye ya egu for Moses ya no so na won fan twro asembusa ne se koba se obi di nkugu ewo won ya itwa to yi mu a na se nipa no ede be ne beto no.
Some about 30,000 plus have written the examinations 2 or 3 times but are not successful. They are also waiting, and they cannot do the reform because they cannot go back to the colleges of education.
Onua FM 95.1.
There are some also who are just completed national service. They also need to write the licensure examination. They can't go back to college to write. Then there's a third category who have graduated from universities, colleges training teachers this year. 3 categories. So we need to give them the chance to write the licensure examination so that they will not be denied of any employment. So the committee that I chaired recommended that we give them the chance to write the first one in July. We pray that nobody fail. But if somebody should fail, maybe it would be good for them to give them another chance.
Anu nti wei eye nkomotwetwe a efa a teacher for ensohwe a wo twere ehun enei mpanimfo se efrisa abre ya ekosi se July busumi abawie ya ne sample every kwakopem August no woni a wonya akwan
Onua FM 95.1.
national service ni ade no afofrofo no obetwro di twato na emum efri August osana busumi mu de kro de teacher for ensohwe a wawie suku akwakoje ntete yesi won sanso ntwero ansa na ya mo license no ndi saban eti adwa so se wotwam enya ade a obetwro bi mu ehon hyehyeye no wo de ko teacher training colleges ni mu tie ne ebra wakwa a wogi ntete se teacher ni no ne ye de sa licensure exams no ho nimdie no ya san de aba befra wo ho tie ansa na abewie a ebekasa kwa abontene so kokko kyera ade no na sa licensure exams no watwro school de mu awi ne ade abesan aba betwro no fufuru bi mu inte teacher for inti no wonhye no so ye say gina we su etwa ye ho tew ye ba kase bo ne de aka edoso.
Shemu enchebia ebaso
yenye twini trada no man no dachi yenye nsiye wenyina ehyasie ewon sanu djuma ena fe tumi a ebema economy no egina yie technical vocational education and training ai twene dwompo a efrani TVET edin sakraye eba foforo abrabom efa Ghana fa na ba bia Onua group ya dwene mu yie pa se ebe hye mabu
95.1
ewo yare hu ye bo hu deru se be ya nkofo be bo won ho ban efisa yare hu ebi onso so bi wo bia na intempara na o mahwe na o de akopie mu ewa yare sabia na empejifo mu nim de ewo sa yare hu ahwe aso ano na Ghana Health Service de dwumedie bi ahyehye ho ahyehye so a wo de hye sa de we hu efa na no ana akopie mu ewo bono mantem so asa dwumedie wi nso akoso ewo ho na manebo efi ho eba eni se sa yare we ukopie mu ewo mantem ho a ya de ekoso yie papa chichu techima emu ho no na che se ya de ekoso pa nti efuto e de abaso bibiara nhwe ne husu yie ntempara kona kohwe se wo obi a se wo ni bia na wada onyame ase wabɔ ho ban wo bi nso a na ntempara wahwe amampanyifo aboa wo ama ni ombeye wa ma ho
Onua FM 95.1
Wafi pino ne dunkromo adesua bi a hepatitis B foundation ye beto dwa etrese ohamu chichemu enkro na tripo ensia ene no hepatitis B ya na ne antigen bi omuhu ewo ma ya na omdi moja ma emojam na no ene gina so amateur da endoscopy ano ewo homely family hospital na eti ejei wode atodwa etra ya na wona efamu ehwe omo kwan ewo techima mpotemu no emu ohamu chichemu eduasa 30% ya na nam hepatitis so.
We sometimes record a lot of death cases in Techima municipality. In percentage, 30% of people die from hepatitis.
Dr. Nia J. Ono, ne abana se apomudimu hunumu wakwadari mu no watra. Wase won ya pass hepatitis there. Obia ebehu ne tibre ni
Onua FM 95.1
no obia timi ehu se bia ba be show so a watimi etu asese sansa ya ne ba eko ha oliver ekofa ho ha ebro.
So one of the very feared complications that can arise from hepatitis B is the fact that you can have what we call cirrhosis of the liver, which is an irreversible damage to the liver, parenchyma itself. And even more fearful is the fact that you can develop a cancer. Now, the problem with the liver cancer is that it is very expensive to treat, even if you have to. And for most cases, by the time they come to the hospital, it is beyond the point where you can offer cure.
Ebo kwasa disunya ene twetwe ekoso no. Manfo bi wo hwa ya na ne nyina na se go maso echi omo fa ndi djuma.
Ne ha me e wo Ghana ye health service ho. Se ye kwa ye ya re ne ye
95.1
ade be na ade ne nam kuru. Nanso minim se ye ka ye ya re ne ye ho nsem de ye secret and confidential. Doctor pe ene nim ye ye na wankasa wodo. Nanso me free ayaresa bi obeduru fie no. Aja sama se mu nyina ye den e wo abonten. Enti ne emma dodo a me titru ya me den se me ko hospital bi se ya nhwehwe me moja mu.
Dr. Ni ejei ede atudwa etwese enkoye krase akomden adwumanfo bi ya na ko mo faso mo de omudwuma enhyeda entwa ne kwan paso se eya de a obi aba eba beji ayahwe wone wontem asem na afi wodi tudwa emamanfo te ba ne sade a na omo twetwe mu ene omo so mra ne nyina na etia.
Confidentiality is a very basic requirement for every health professional. At least for doctors, we swear an oath to that effect, that you keep every patient's
Onua FM 95.1
It will be a huge bridge of contract between the patient and the healthcare giver if confidentiality is breached. If whoever is reporting that would have evidence, definitely it should be addressed.
Ene hepatitis and I'm so german for cry if you want some ejina so ama watch say what it say there a man homene so 80 watch him or say be here say enchtre ebekoso the boy ebekoso na afi screening so there one betimi atwem na aboa amene watimi atu sa how no asesa
na chese wo hwe na sa yare ebi won ho antempara no wakọ na yahwe so e de ama na yatenetene no e de ama na ni nyina ne se futu ayekọ e de ama obi bia ne se ye nyina ye nya hwe yie se woni bi kra akọ ne ye nkọhwe na se wokọ na se uni bia na empanye wo se wo no na de bo ho ban no no wakọ akọji bi me makọji bi dada ni aka no enche me kwa akọji mi de nti wo so kọ na ye nhwe ma na obi biara mbo ne ho ban emfiri sa yare ho abu
yeguso ede nsem ahodo esom ye kọ asante mantemu na akachi a wo hwe wo manyi kwaye ani enwia ho nsem so ya ye hwe forestry commission no ukọ asante mantemu a ibi wo meame ahodo bebre wo offices bebre ewo nkrunkru ahodo so na office no ebi ewo asante bekwai ebi wo nkawe ebi wo akomadan eni adeade na saa enkro miensen forestry commission akachi wo ho no mo no amanebo a eba ne se ene nkofo bi akọ de credo akọ toto forestry commission wo mu offices ahodo miensa nyina emu edie ben ade ne course so ehne fa na amanfo ifira
95.1
free eyi National Security Office ena wakọ saa mmea ahodo miensa forestry commission akache nkawe bekwai akomadan office ne miensa nyina odin credo akọ akotutum e de abrana atutum a eho nsem no timamufo sa wonte ase kra na ukọ empotam ho no wo hwe bambo ho nsem a de udi animu na ye wo ye regional security coordinator no ensentwerefo etwenben no obusa ne se bo de akosue amamfo su of national security wa beggi forestry commission offices aboso opanyini wodwene ho se wonim ho bia na opanyini se de bi enya ade a wonim ho bie na saa amamfo no oyuhunta duachirefo brofo kasem ye frɛ wo imposter enunti ekwankora nam so a saa amamfo no nya akwan ekobowura forestry commission akache miensa nkawe bekwai akomadan no atoto aponi
95.1
regional security coordinator say oba be yensem ni mu hwehwemu pa
ndana pay so we were saying national security ye workshop krawo asante mantima ye hwese ne bitima ma aboa ma eduma koso na metie say party for Ukarani ako CZ forestry officer wo offense north kawe and abekwai na omo kono sebi story na ye say national security for na akwakoche sa institutions na person ma Ghana for ni kuma se for nse enye national security for na akoyesa but report say say party for money bi no more certain issues be with those institutions ma akwakoche sa place no tie sremo national security di ni dey any free Sahadi we enye necessity for identify some kwarani bia se bi ye akase kwache mu de mo police for na se be ma police for dey achi omo but necessity for
Onua FM 95.1
mo issue a esre omo party for no issue with some of the institutions a esre omo for petition bre regional minister and say party chairman no mo kwese be say use mra no address those issues so some of them mra be show mo say omo cheche some of these institutions and the informal council. And I between say we are also being a little bit lenient on them for them to believe that. Besha said the Marana then and you mudi or was an human bisu. It has so a catch almost say, was a more issue be a informal council and address issue, and yet illegality the Friday addresses what issue. It is very soon, no Yankasani, a bit yes, also. I won't say no one will a bino.
Ewie ka kom ye ni kwaku enum amanbo ye nsem tru ni Ibrahim Abubakar ene di fra santemante mu ade besom ye
yentua so na ye nyina ye nim se onam ya kwan ni akwantempo so
FM
to bia atumi hu ka bia hu se ka na ehihim ka na ekolenim na so na lenim ehwe afa utumi hu bi na echi ni nyina agbojogbojo na che se aye memememememem na so onam kwan so na no na enkofo ekotene mu kra ya na ayam hihye na ka etia pompo utimu no ena ye den na nia emu ayemremremre na no ana DWEN mpanyifo omo se sade we omehu pa se cars ni bi wo ha wo se ye yifri kwan ne so na wo ma wontene mu ana wo na wo fa se bi o trotro no wo ho to won na ntie ye ka sei ade a chief executive officer Edema DWEN Mr. Julius Nikwe Kote odi atuja se ne ekoso no omehu pa ebi oso eto de bia
Onua 95.1
aye mremremre ne nam kwan so ya omo nam anom hihim no ade a ubehu a no okra road wedi nanso ono ankasa mu de wankopie mu ewo DWEN wo sansa kwa ye behwe ka ne ehu se ka ya wo bebeji hu nkratai ehu hiase ye mfa ma wana na omafa back door na ora Julius Nikwe Kote osi ni nyina omehu a abai no edi nhihye egu apono so niama mo ba beye edi yi sa ka sa titi ni nyina efi kwan so no odi atudwa na mo so amofa kwan bi so ekoji road wedi amunim se mo cars no ehihima eni se nam kwan no so no eno so wabom kokko yenti ensem ni bia ora Julius edi tudwa
Payini kwantrefo a oda Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority DVLA ano ora Julius Nikwe Kote
Onua FM 95.1
sɛ wohwɛ ahyɛn ahodoɔ a ago na ahoɔden anim na nanso ɛnam akwan ahodoɔ so ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana ɛnam so ɛde nhyehyɛdeɛ bi egu akwan mu a wɔde ɛbɛyi saa ɛhyɛn ahodoɔ yi nyinaa ɛfiri Ghana akwan so.
The mechanism be eba say every PVTS be a car be a obe issue amano on picture no car picture and two documents so now you car no through the picture we may be able to access it, so it will reduce and ebemusu use fake road ready and the guns eba guns so a fake number plates fake road ready it's the best of this issue.
Osan so atwa mu eka sɛ ɛyɛ na ɛyɛ ne wanwa paa sɛ obehu ɛyɛ hyɛn ahodoɔ yi a ago na ahoɔden anim yi no ɔmo ɛmfa ma DVLA ɛmbɛgye roadworthy
ɛyɛ FM 95.1
sɛ ɛyɛ na stickers ahodoɔ yi ɛbɔbɔ saa ɛhyɛn yi ho a ɔde kokɔbɔ ɛde ama adwumayɛfo a ɛwɔ DVLA sɛ wɔn hwɛ sɛ wo a wo ho bɛbɔ wo bia na yɛbɛkye wo no wɔde wo ɛbɛfa mmara kwan so.
Na just say mo amoka so no atete apansa ma mo de nam kwan no so no o si mu hwe ni yie pa
yeguso ejina DVLA4 akache na opanyin kwankyerefo ya woda akache no ano wura Julius ni kwikote eguso ekasa na wo se ene DVLA4 edi nhyehyɛ ahodo aba amondwumadi no ACP esita na de aban de aba say 24-hour economy ibinom nya adwuma anopa ewia enwumre anadwo no ade DVLA nso onso de ho hyehyɛ eye adwuma pa ne no enam so efri April frusu obusumi mu afi mu ede bepem sa abri no ade nipa na nka waba
waka 95.1
enkrata fa wahyen ho no dodo no a na nka wayegu ho yintime mprinte ye nanso enam sa nhyehyɛ a ode egu akwan mu nti enei ade DVLA4 a print ni nyina license ahodo ni nyina ama manfo ne se omra magye enu nti nkomatwetwe a wura yi ani onua kasebotwetwe ye no okasi so sa manfo a won krata license ni ade ewo se ya print no magye ye no omfa akonya no so no omra magye wade nyina enfamfiri DVLA.
Panyini kwankyerefo a oda Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority ano DVLA ora ni kwekote ede atudwa se emra ye fa no se eye panyini kwankyerefo no na eye dodo na wo license no wontumi emprinte emo ho a na ne efe no backlog no ede oso bebre ewo ho nanso ode tudwa se
Onua FM 95.1
services are abaninti no se no omatimi aprinte license dodo na ede ama timemfo o se odama no so ede afutuo ade ama timemfo se wona wo hwe animu se be printe omo license ede ama omo nanso omo nimu se eye dodo na wo ho nti won koya se wo koje no won ko no won printe ma omo efise ye 24-hour services ninti no omo ye adwuma saa won tinda enam so ema license dodo na ya printe nti wona wonya wo license no won ko na won koje eye omo license
1.5 year backlog of license has not been printed. I'm so happy to announce today we have printed up to April 2025. So from 2024 January to April 2025, if you have it, you can go in for a license.
Osan edit to just say one walk akwaji omo license yi.
Onua FM 95.1.
And it is a walk na adwuma yefo a ewo DVLA. Eka che wo se twa bibia entua hwe.
There is no cost attached to that. Don't let anyone take any money from you. If the DVLA officers are demanding for money, please call our free center and make your complaint known to us. Because of the 24-hour economy I started, you know, that's what we used to print the license, you know. 394 contract staff. We are hoping, say, if you open more branches, the more become.
We ayo panyin kase a woda DVLA kuno ano ura Julius ni kwikote
yeguso ejinemu ewo ora Julius ni kwikote o na soye na we hu ni se Goro Boys woni a obi koje ne license ana obi ko register ne car wo gina adantemu na ya ji usika na o magbowura DVLA office
95.1
na o makoye 1212 bi na ye de won krata abe no we hu ni se omuni omumfo omu adwuma mu ye nanso we hu se ometumi abo esanse omegina ho ache nti ene osi omedwuma omu ye no behwe na omafo omu bi ewo adwuma mu na omaye regulations na be ya sika woje amanfo omu kosu omu so no ombehwe sika ombe charge omu na sika ombe jinso omahwe na se na be ya omunji amanfo sika kese bi obi wonu ma osi o meboa o ama wa register o car wo de kofa ne so sika obeje wo no enya asem ketwa nti ora Julius ni kote sesa de we nso ombehwe na omaye na omuni omu aye adwuma se na be ya bibia bekoso wano yenti nsem a wakafa saade ho
Panyini kwantrefo a oda Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority DVLA ano ora Julius
Onua FM 95.1
Wona ye from Goro Boys anase Adam Temufo a ukoje licenses anase ukoprinte wo licenses e wo DVLA a woje wo sika so mama baby atena anase o macho baby asese wo kono osi enche kra no omo adwuma omo ye no wode won be kan DVLA adwuma ye fo no ho se de be ya wo betimi ahwe na omo de nhyehyede egu akwan mu na omo timi aye adwuma no eyi enkane no na Ghana fo dodo na ebo eye omo sobo eye Goro Boys ne sobo se wonye adwuma ewo DVLA so be kono omo ji omo sika pudu ansa na omo timi kra omo awremu na nso panyini kwantrefo e de atodwa se ewo mu se wo bankrata so anaso officially no omo enka adwuma ye fo ewo DVLA ho na nso adwuma omo ye wo ho no eboa pa enunti e no omo de nhyehyede egu akwan mu se omo nyina no ye de omo ebeka DVLA adwuma ko no ho na omo so omo timi
Onua FM 95.1
Whatever point I make, I make for Goro Boys for only vehicle registration. Because I don't know process no do so. You have to go to customs to clear the car. Then you again go to customs to release the car through the custom documents. Then you go to PVTS to check the road readiness of the car before you come to us for registration. So a cumbersome small. That is why that one I encourage the Goro Boys, which we have not even started. We have not started. We have to streamline the activities and know how much they will charge.
Onua 95.1 FM menu siaka se boni Facebook no ye demu live enu nti wo ba like a page ne maye na afi nso share ma afoforo nsanka bi wo comment ne fagu hoi na bre so aya kenkan e de amawo yenko mobile money momofo akache amamfo a wo fa ntereke se kwan so
95.1
bi akiri obefrew wasi misika ma sende abeto so fa hasne ha ubewi akiri wa ma woni ana ho a ne ye bu bebri the friend fraud no e ade a ekoso pa na enei Chamber of Telecommunications empanimfo sa abadwokonu empanimfo na ekasa sa afi 2023 mu enko ano sikadodo ya ehwereye enam woni a wo ye sa mobile money fraud no nko ano 346 million Ghana cedis what they call American dollar ni mu a ye say wo pepe aduonu wotwe ekiriponum 28.5 million US dollars sika itime hwereye ewo afi 2023 nko a emu enam woni a wo dade nipa ebu nipa faso ewo mobile money kwan so no enti na crime bureau enso ekasa ese 2024
Onua FM 95.1
nhwemu bi empanimfo ye no wonso wo kire se amamfo a wo ye sa mobile money ni bie no emu wo ha mu abupan adusianum 65% de ade a amamfo timi fa akwan bi so dada won na woji won sika enunti wei amanebo a empanimfo de aba beto montene so na enam so ama Mobile Money Advocacy Group Ghana MOMAG eni etwa won tia wa frefre won kofo emrante ne maba wa mobile money wo ye bie no won edi nkomo atu won fo se wo mo wani na ho se de be ya usika kakra ebo wata so odidi udwumade ye mumu no obi emedada wo no wonyi sika ne enkodi enunti wei afutuo ya saa amamfo a wo hwe ekuo no eso Mobile Money Advocacy Group for edi ema woni a wo ye mumu nyina se wo ma woni ena ho.
Onua FM 95.1
yento aso yenko afam bridge bi free adoso edeko eche amanfrom ene ho aba asemi ni nyina ne se abanya akwa asambe biom na omo hye bo se sa bridge wo be hwe na omaye amatememfo ho atomo na saa bridge woni a wo free epoye mantem ebetwem ewo honom efa hobi saa so na woni a wo free asante mantem bunu mantem nso wonso ebetimi aba be fa saa bridge so na ekamia yese abanwe abra na wote so no ohyebo se bridge no obehwe na wesi na so ekamia yese aban entumi anye ene aban asan ka se bridge obehwe na wesi amatememfo woni a wofa ho eho ato na 95.1 ye de ye wa ha sei na aban a etwemu eka so obeye ni obeto aso so eka so obeye wanye enti sa aban we aba na se wasan hyemu kina se obehwe na wetwa sa bridge a ye de ye hwe ye nti nsem ni biatemefo eka fa asasen we ho.
About the bridge, we believe in our president John Dramani Mahama. That is because he said he has done some before.
Senior dada ni baya or dada yen Mahama na waba sisi ane di ejini disi obetumi ayamai
for the time eba esi ombeye bridge na omantimi anye no we de me mu de me ni gide bia se bia ewe Mahama time nso de ombeye di because of sena first one ni baya na eye bibisa no we die agenya me bam
ye wo gide wa ban mu se wonya kan de obeye if you say you say 95.1 nani wo kwa ha ni afran prince no a ye de wo gide
ye ebeche nti minia nka makuma nso onye kwan no mayansa
se omaka ya hwe ni mu anso emba nti no nso ntu na amame kasi bia me ni gide se obetimaye
ono okay so ye dia eyemaye but me de me ni gide se ebetima ba se aban bebri aba omantima ye
abaye de me oni mu gide pa ne ma wa hya ase no menim se obetimi aye
mienu de be ye dwuma ekwan ye ma ye bebo aye pa se ye bre oso se me ben bedu akra me mabubu kra ye ma ye bebo aye.
This particular party was also in the government before and they have come. I don't know if they will be able to do it because as for promise, it's a promise. It is the reality that we
have. 95.1.
If it is done. It is the trust that they will do it. That is what I don't have. But I pray that they do it.
Osi on your own gin disamobeye ezan se o ma shaba sha na ono de empaibo enobo se sa bridge on be hwe na o ma ya mo na DC so edinas na no atu sa asem we mu no so yenti nsem a odi tudwa
sikana omukwagie so mu di be bridge amaye a o ma afanye no obi a okwagie sa sikana wa divert sikana dia ye different no wadinsa atu abrowa duane mu ba omis NDC and President John Dramani Mahama ye be ya hwehwem ahwe ba bia sikana akwadi because omadi afran place for abro MPP ne nana do akufa do aban omadi afran place for abro because it was purposely meant for our bridge and we don't know the whereabouts of the money until bia ne sasem bia no obe question obe answer omampanyi de se ne woka wo yo no waka say bridge no odi beto so amaye and I mean say obey yenso enti a good news in the sense that we share a farm plains aduane afri ha ekokruma enye aduane ketwa se a farm plains for yakasa yemfa aduane enko Accra ni other towns a Ghana for bedakom enti enunti enura enani last week Sunday omampanyin ka say obeye afram bridge to a France no se me this ni de se ne mani agye no and I mean say President John Dramani Mahama de waka woyo nti se ne wanya kai de na chese no manyina de na kwan mu
Onua FM 95.1
na chese omo de omo gidi se mampenya wa ba betena so no obetimi etwa bridge no ewo suo afram ne so ede amamu abu
ewe kasebo no esi na mame no ni nkomo bi na mentwe adwene ensi so efa ensa no dwuma eho ensa no dwuma ane ya yeta kan brofokasem se TVET Technical Vocational Education and Training eho nimdie ne ho mfaso a ewo so de ma mabunu de eyibebre wiasa ma yahodo a wotu mpon akwa animu no Germany ene de keka ho no saa TVET ne saa ne dwuma ɛho nimdeɛ no ɛnya ade odidi agorɔ koraa ɛno nti no ɔman Ghana mu ha nso ɛho nkɔmɔ egu so dendenden TVET nkɔmɔ ɛso na wei ɛyɛ die onua mpanimfoɔ atena ase onua group na yɛba bɛyɛ ne kɛseɛ paa na yɛfrɛ no onua TVET forum ya eba so
Onua FM 95.1
anopa no nkron de kopem ewiadum yenu ɛna saa TVET dwumadie ne de ɛhyehyɛ so mpanimfo a ɛka bia ɛwɔ mu wadwene mu abɔ be ɛfa saa TVET no ɛho ɛkwan bɛ ne ɛfa so atete mabunu watimi anya ensa no dwuma na unemployment akora wie suku wonya dwuma nyɛ ɛtuo betimi atwa saa TVET no ɛkwan bɛ ne ɛfa so aka ɛma gender ɛmabunu ɛne ɛmaaywa ne ma wɔn so ti ahyɛmu amana yɛ akɔnɔ na aboa wɔ manyi mpuntuo mpanimfo atiti ne anintini ɛna onua group onua FM onua TV ya boaboa wano ne aduma ba behwɛ mu ɛwɔ adisa we hanmo TV3 premises hanmo na dwumadie no ɛkɔso ɛwɔ onua TVET forum dwumadie no ase executive theatre hono ɛno nti hwɛ bi ɛwɔ TV so na sanso tie bi ɛwɔ radio so sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ a bibia ɛbɛtutu yi onua TVET forum
onua FM 95.1
ya ɛbɛyi anopa no nkron kosi awiadum yi no ampaya ibidwa na fe mo a modum messages aba Facebook no so no ye mobitawu emfama moy ko mensa ewo pillar 2 wo se ode shedene ensem ede magana manfo nyina titiru MPP amanyukuma Daddy Lumba wo se due ene amanihunu afi nso wo se enchasronko enkoma Hajia Safia Muhammad ya wo ye afi nso adwenkese dwombo du ono nso wo chia no Amisco Spelele ewo kaswa wo se oh rest well my all-time legend Daddy Lumba ono nso ka ensem diafa Daddy Lumba ya ni wenyan baby kro no ehun wo say regards to adwenkese dwomboadu incoming MPP national chairman Amisco Spelele enso de no no afi Paul Amenusoji Paul Yubia
yakase 95.1
eba pa Paul yedawase ena nwumre wo say good evening fantastic NDC no size future for Ghanaians MPP never again Paul Amenusoji de no no afi Emil Smith was say nice ono de no nkwa na ode to ho no nice en wo call ni nimu afi David Ofori David enso ka Lumba wu no asem ehu bi was say that the Lumba may you so rest in peace KK Kaswa KK Kaswa from American Town Kinky House aka Hawaba was say oh that the Lumba them referred rest in perfect peace the best legend in the world anyway kudos to Adwenkese Dwomboadu incoming MPP national chairman enunti mo a modum messages eba ye no mo amboton credit ne de ye kasi be fi mu a adaje bebo ye enunti nya de be fi
Onua FM 95.1
David was good evening onua eno pen won so de to ho no mo enunti amamfo we eye Facebook messages ahodo a ebrebe ma ye kwan na yetimi akenkan de amamo
Abu Mejina Daddy Lumba de ne so na nyame ya adoma ebusuafo ebie book of condolence inti nyame ya adoma efi ochna ekono efi anopa no nkro ekopem no nine obi adofo ebetumi akopie mu ewo ne fie eno no eye Kinshasa Crescent House number 12 eno no eye GA 3329264 wokopie mu ewo hono ma na so wakotro din na we eye chichinsem na so wakotro bi ewo hono sa anso no so be vigil na che say yini nyina ye de kai papa ye nyina ye nim se ya
Onua FM 95.1
so a odi ye kwetire papa odi o man no din akwetire ni we ye chikra eyade a utumu se eyade a o my Ghana ye din akodu etire pa enam na nwum so ti Daddy nebusua ebie book of condolence nyame ya domo china ekono ubetimi akopie mu ewo nebusua fie na so odi are chichinsem de akwa akomom abu
Arunti yebegina we so na Ghana manfo obi bia wonya adaje etie yen ebeda mo ase
abansa na yebekon Daddy Lumba ne nwum ben pa na ye ode
Daddy Lumba nwum de se doso manyima dedede e bai na misa entie no
sao
edoso ni nyina ede
ni nyina ede
enne micrographics department hono mo na meyɛ adwuma kakra fa yi program TV no ho enti omode omu TV no ahyɛ da to baabi a yɛbɔ nwom bebree
Onua FM 95.1
no ma bitimi yɛ film aba wɔ ne mu aha mpanyinfo ɛne mmɔfra nyinaa apɛ ne nwom tinya ade bitimi yɛtwa mu da
ne me de pa si se wiase ni na ba yi wa ma me de Miracle.
Yashra de kɛseɛ abusuafo yakɔ ɛne Ghana manfo nyinaa.
Yɛde bɛsi medi ɛde na efie for you a menim nua bɛma.
Abubakar Sarpong. Adamu ase ama momo ɛne tia ɛnya adro.